It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Eagles and the Cardinals, and it's coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a great little story here as over the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024.
And I'll be one of those.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" QB from the University of Tennessee. It's Joshua Dobbs.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now Dobbs. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's third down. Right where the second down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Cunningham holding in to get the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go play action with Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They run with a veteran here. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll get it across midfield and down to the Cardinal territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Cardinals very strong in that victory a week ago.
Well, let's face it. When you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. The Eagles have 14-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. Here's a screen with Gainwell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get it the next time.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by Penny. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well, to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Let's get that touch.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Rashad Penny, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down. Come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. You look at this Eagle defense. It's quite a unit. season for him. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returnable here from the 38. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
On second and a long way to go. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get it the 7-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Penny is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Phillips. He's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge?
And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he goes down. Massive time as multiple defenders get to it. Madden rising now on to punt this one away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he finds Penny. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
First down at the 44-yard line.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Now 2nd and 3. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. On 1st down, Hurts. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Penny, the 1st down carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Intended for Grant Calcaterra. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Back to throw Dobbs. Oh, Pascal able to hold that one in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other. There he goes, right side. Still going inside the 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team... no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to air one out. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And Dobbs is going to be slow. This will go down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now throwing on 3rd down there.
On that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. That heavy stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Once more, Penny. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Here's Dobbs to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Dobbs. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Jalen Carter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Take it at the 37. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 36-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Penny will try to punch it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll try again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Penny. And this time he is in. Sean Penny with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 23. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. Dobbs is throwing. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Cunningham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So what's closing in on the league sacks? He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark
Still
off the
third down.
5 and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Now Dobbs. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kobe Dean picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. 65 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A beautiful fake, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Penny. Fights loose. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Penny. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. How about this? They'll change it at the line. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
Get on any team for being because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's
and he's in. Touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is real short of first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Second and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be dumped off to Gainwell. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just added on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Cardinals on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Dobbs escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Troy Davis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Zaven Collins in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken on the midfield logo. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting hit there for a loss of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Now 3rd down and very long. Back to throw Dobbs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly. He falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They start the drive here with Gainwell, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 21-yard line.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
1st down, Cardinals.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical.